Guys, we're going to take a look at a few dollar pairs that are looking really decent for more strength to come in upcoming days or weeks. I'm going to go over dollar index and a couple major dollar pairs to kind of give you guys a good price action breakdown. Starting with dollar index here, we're going to look at here as a clear double bottom here of the price. So double bottom, we know that is a usually bullish reversal. And with that, we also have descending channel. We know descending channel is also a reversal correction. And if we dig a little bit deeper here, we do see that there is a kind of a strong bullish move up, although not as impulsive as I want to see, but we do have impulse, we do have correction, we do have impulse, or we do have correction, and we did have a sharp impulse today or yesterday in the New York session to push the price up. So very likely that we're going to see more strength to the dollar. And depending on how the next couple of days, there are a few kind of a big dollar kind of news announcement that's going to come up. So be very careful with them, but do understand that news creates volatility, but not necessarily directions. So if we look at price action solely, we're going to have a better understanding what the dollar or the dollar pairs may go. In my opinion, the dollar index, once we're pushing up now, if there's going to be more correction in the middle to kind of help the price to push up to that previous high or the beginning of this descending channel, that's going to help other dollar pairs to push up as well. So we're going to look at euro dollar here. Euro dollar is really like a dollar index in a mirror image. So dollar index is a double bottom. Now we have a double top on euro dollar, and double dollar index, we have a descending channel, we do have an ascending channel here, and ascending channel, we know that's a bearish reversal. And we together with that, we also have a nice kind of a head and shoulder pattern as well. Again, that is strong bearish reversal price action. So on the lower time frame here, what is good about what we're seeing here, similar like dollar index, is that we're finally breaking out of this ascending channel structure. So we know that the impulse has happened, we have a correction, we have another impulse, and we basically have another correction here. So very possible again to find more strength in the dollar, and we still have quite a bit of room to that previous low. So be on the lookout for, again, more correction in the middle. If it does push down and more of correction to follow, there is quite a bit of room to the downside. So whether or not whatever trading strategy you use, there's quite a bit of move to the downside. So just want to watch out for that kind of possible development in upcoming weeks or so. So that's euro dollar. We're going to look at dollar cat now. So dollar cat, if you watch my cat video from last week as well, you do notice that we are pushing up very, very aggressively. You can see prices already pushing up. So again, from the beginning of last year, dollar cat has already been showing us very strong, promising bullish development. So my bias here on dollar cat has always been looking for more bullish upside. So higher time frame gives you that opportunity, gives you that confirmation. And lower time frame, again, yesterday during the New York session, we do have that impulse break. We do have that impulse break out of this larger structure, and we did have a continuation correction. And you can see on the lower time frame, price did impulse up. So same idea as the other couple dollar pairs that we have gone over, just waiting for more correction if you do see that on the lower time frame, and if you have whatever trading strategy you trade, you're looking for more potential bullish upside in the strength of dollar. Now we're going to look at a few kind of maybe dollar pairs that I have on my watch. Aussie dollar will probably be one of them. I was a little bit surprised to see that kind of we break this previous low very, very impulsively. Remember, my previous analysis and forecast, I was just looking to see the price reaching to this previous low, but we basically ended up developing a continuation correction. So to me, it was a little bit surprising. But now that we kind of confirmed that more downside is happening, we break this low, so chances are we're going to wait for another consolidation, just similar consolidation like these in the market that's going to give you more downside potential, more downside confirmation in the upcoming weeks again. So why did I say this is a little bit more maybe watch this? Just because the couple of the dollar pairs are at the beginning or about midway through that impulsive phase, and I feel like Aussie dollar has already impulsed quite a bit. So a continuation correction here is a must before we're looking for more downside. So that's Aussie dollar. We're going to look at pound dollar. Similar idea. So pound dollar here is a lot more consolidated than a couple of the dollar pairs. And this is the previous low of this ascending structure. So similar idea is I want to see price can actually break this low first. If it breaks the lows and form continuation after, that will actually confirm more downside. Because right now we have yet to see that kind of the confirmation from the price itself. Because you can still kind of look at this as a potential kind of development like this, and you could still argue that this could be an impulsive phase, and this could be just a larger correction potentially to push higher. And that's why this is on more of a maybe development, maybe watch this, because I want to see this happen first before kind of give myself the green light to say that, hey, this overall price is just more likely a reversal for this upside, and we might be seeing more downside in the weeks to come. So now we're going to talk about just the last $2 pairs that are just not as clean, I would say. So Kiwi dollar here. Kiwi dollar. In my yesterday stream, we were talking about Kiwi dollar as potential forming a inverse head and shoulder at the time when we had that basically hit that previous low and we start forming an inverse head and shoulder. And remember yesterday during the stream, I was talking about that. Well, if you're gonna be looking for price to kind of, if you're looking for buy, you want to wait for price to at least impulse out of this right shoulder or this bullish flag and then form continuation on the lower time frame that could continue, that could potentially confirm the upside. If that doesn't happen, then you should not be looking for buys just because we have not confirmed the price yet, and you don't want to be trading while the price is in this consolidation. It didn't really push the high, it didn't really form any continuation on the lower time frame, and that's why there's no entry here, even though it was forming an inverse head and shoulder. I thought that was a key point to pull out when you take unnecessary losses here just because of that. Okay, the last one we'll talk about is dollar Swiss. So dollar Swiss here, and I did kind of take a look at this, before, and I thought that there was a descending kind of channel in the maybe, although it's kind of quite choppy and price did initially push up. So I would imagine price will eventually reach this high at the beginning of this descending channel, and it really depends on if on the lower time frame here, is this going to be kind of a continuation correction here? It looks like a little bit expanding, so again, expanding structure could be potentially continuation or possibly reversal. So it's a little bit tricky, and I put this at the very last or like the least dollar pair that I will be looking out for, just because sometimes when you see dollar getting strength, Swiss is typically going to get strength as well. And I felt like the couple of the dollar pairs that we have gone over, they're likely to be the cleaner ones to be focused on in the upcoming days or weeks. Okay, so to sum it up, I do think that the dollars are going to potentially get more strength. I think the lower time frame development on them is very key to confirm that entry. Right now we have a bias of dollar strength, but there is no entry right away yet. So don't just blindly jump into the positions without any confirmation on the lower time frame. So dollar index and euro dollar, dollar CAD are looking really clean, and then the couple maybe ones I would say is Aussie dollar, pound dollar, and the least favorable one I guess would for me would be Kiwi dollar and dollar Swiss. Okay, everyone. So that is a quick kind of a summary of the dollar pairs, dollar strength in the upcoming days or weeks. So feel free to ask me any question and chat with you all next time. Thank you very much.